Hello everyone, welcome back to Study with RK. In the previous video, we already discussed about municipal treatment of wastewater. For those who have not seen the video, I have put the link in the description box. Today in this lecture, we will discuss about solid waste processing, which include anaerobic sludge digestion and composting. Here, solid waste means any garbage or refuse or sludge from a wastewater treatment plant, which is mainly done by primary treatment and also to some extent by secondary treatment. It includes two processes, anaerobic sludge digestion and composting. Anaerobic sludge digestion is the process for the reduction of sludge without the use of air or elemental oxygen. In anaerobic digestion, organic pollutants are converted by anaerobic microorganisms to a gaseous product including methane gas that has the potential for reuse. And here sludge from aerobic sewage treatment along with the material settled out in primary treatment are further treated by anaerobic digestion. Here huge tank designed to operate anaerobically with continuous input of untreated sludge and removal of final stabilized sludge product. The digestion process involves three steps. First, fermentation of the sludge components to form organic acid. Then after second, production of the methanogenic substrate like acetate, hydrogen, carbon dioxide, and third one is methanogenesis by methane produces. This process run in three steps. Here in fermentation process, microorganisms like Clostridium, Lactobacillus and bacteroids utilize organic substrate like organic polymers and produce a product like butyrate, lactate, propionate, succinate, ethanol, H2 and CO2. Then after second process, in acetogenic process or acetogenic reactions, microorganisms like Acetobacterium, Syntrophobacterium, Syntropomonas utilize this product as a substrate like butyrate, lactate, propionate, succinate, ethanol, H2 and CO2 as a substrate and produce a product acetate, H2 and CO2. Then after acetogenic reactions, bacteria or microorganisms carry out methanogenic reaction. So this methanogenic reactions utilize this product as a substrate like acetate, H2 and HCO3 and produce methane and CO2 by methanogenic reactions. So this process carried out in huge tanks where the dissolved matter is converted by this type of bacteria into biogas and a mixture of carbon dioxide and methane. Here you can see that this is different part of images which is a one type of anaerobic digester that is used in the treatment of sewage sludge and it is completely packed. So here anaerobic condition maintained properly as well as pH and temperatures are maintained by mechanical. Then to function most efficiently, low pH and high temperatures are required to be maintained, but maintaining temperature is highly costly process in such a huge tank. For these, alternative is maintaining at room temperature. So complete digestion required to be to 3 weeks. And after dewatering, sludge is mixed with wooden chips and they pile up in circular heaps. Here you can see in this image. Nowadays even plastic strips are also used on this. So sludge is speeded and then again at a distance of around 6 to 10 inch a similar layer made again. So the basic aim of doing this is to allow proper air to circulate, and this air will circulate through different layers. Addition of wooden chips also help in circulation of air, and this wooden chips is also known as bulking agents. This will lead to establishment of complete aerobic conditions. After degradation, wooden chips are collected back if needed and are recycled, and this sludge is now almost like soil. This compost is then used in farms for improving soil conditions like ability to hold humus and help in binding up plants' moisture requirement. In a compost of domestic garbage and sludge, numerous microbial species that come from soil, water and fecal matter are present. So the relatively high moisture content of the compost materials favors the development of bacterial rather than fungal populations. In the composting of solid organic waste, the process is initiated by mesophilic heterotrophs, which as the temperature rise are replaced by thermophilic microorganisms. Because mesophilic heterotrophs survive at moderate temperatures, it cannot be survived with higher temperature. In the continuous reactor composting process, the reactor is maintained continuously at thermophilic temperature by using the heat produced within the reactor by the degradation of the organic matter. Temperature needed to achieve maximum rates of organic matter decomposition are 50 degrees Celsius to 60 degrees Celsius. Although compost is a good soil conditioner and supplies some plant nutrients, it cannot compete with synthetic fertilizer for use in agricultural production. The use of sewage sludge derived compost in agriculture is not widely practiced. Compost does find extensive applications in park and gardens for ornamental plants, in land reclamation, and is a part of highway beautification projects. So the goal of solid waste processing is reducing and eliminating adverse impact of waste materials on human health and the environment, to support economic development and superior quality of life. And this is to be done in the most efficient manner possible to keep cost low and prevent waste buildup. So this is the last part of this chapter. Thank you everyone. If you like this video, do like and share. For regular updates and notification, subscribe Study with Art.